What's going on, Sagittarius Massive? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you another Silent Enemies reading, one for the month of March. I hope all is well with you guys. For those of you who continue to return to the channel to show your love and support, thank you for all you do. I sincerely appreciate you coming and checking out what I have to offer. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. Feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell because I post every week for all your placements. On my channel, we look at more than just the sun, moon, rising, Venus, and North Node. We also get into Saturn, Mars, because these are prominent placements in your chart that have a lot to do with what's going on with you and the person that you are. So you do want to look for all your placements, okay? This particular reading is all about your intuition. It's all about exercising those intuitive muscles that you have, that we all have, because the intuition is a gift for us all from the Creator. All right, and when you're around people that you deal with on a regular basis, you all begin to gel and be in the same frequency range. So when your intuition goes off, you'll notice it because you'll notice a change in their vibration, and it'll make you question it. Some people will just ignore it when you shouldn't, because that's the whole purpose of your intuition. It goes off to tell you something. So, you can acknowledge it and see if it's a false, alarm, but you should not ignore it. And that's the whole purpose of this reading. Don't ignore it. Pay attention to it. Of course, we wish for the best, but we also have to understand we live in a world here where, the shit that goes on TV is just, a little bit of what goes on in real life here. It's real out here, and nobody wants to talk about the negative and be about all negativity. But at the same time, you cannot be about love and light and not understand the dark side of things as well, and not at least acknowledge what is going on around you so that you're able to raise up. How are you able to raise up and be successful when you have people around you who are scheming on you, snaking on you, and you don't want to look at it because it's too negative? I don't want to watch this reading. It's too negative. Well, if you live in a world where there's bubble gum, there's popcorn, there's, birthday cake and ice cream all the time, like, send me an invite, please. Okay. But the rest of us live in the real world where people have a lot of hidden emotions, hidden agendas, hidden motives. And unfortunately, it could be people who are closest to us, like our friends, our family members, our lovers, our business partners. Okay, so when the intuition goes off, you want to pay attention to it. All right, a silent enemy, like I said, it could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be a co-worker, a colleague, a business partner. It could be your tenant, your landlord. It could be a neighbor of yours, somebody who's in your energy on a regular basis. They're around you as far as you're picking up their frequency, you're communicating with them. But when they communicate with you, you just get a weird vibe about it. Okay. Now, you investigate the vibe and you may find out, oh, okay, well, my mom, I got a weird vibe from her, but it's because, she was pissed at me today because I did A, B, and C, and opposed to getting a weird vibe from your mom who is just jealous of you, envious of you, and does not want you to be happy. And those situations do exist. So, for those of you who don't have that life, just be thankful. Don't be in the comments talking about, oh, that no one would ever do that. Like, you are not the authority over people. Start pulling cards and you'll see the type of shit that people do. All right? You have good and you have bad in all signs. Now, we have the Page of Wands here, which is Aries energy. And then we have the Lovers in reverse, major arcana of Gemini. And then we have the World in reverse, major arcana of Saturn. Okay, so we got two major arcana here, Sag. So when two major arcana show up, that means you definitely need to pay attention to your intuition, your intuitive nudges that are going off, because it could have something to do with something that could have a major effect in your life. All right, because we know major arcanas represent major changes in your life. Okay, so with this Page of Wands, let's start with the minor arcana, the Page of Wands. Well, the pages anyway. The Page of Wands. This is showing up here. I feel like for some of you, you're bored. You're a little antsy. You bored. You might be riled up because of this weather. Okay. But you really got to be careful out here, especially those of you who are sexually charged right now. You got to be careful. You got to wear protection. Not only can you get sexually transmitted diseases, you can get spiritually transmitted diseases. Okay. You could be dealing with incubus, succubus energies. You could be attracted to those more so now than ever before. Okay. And these are energies that it's very difficult for you to get rid of unless you get some type of cleansing. Okay, so you want to be careful who you're giving your energy to and expressing your energy to. Some of you are thinking about shit that's not good. I don't know if you know, some type of devilishment with the Page of Wands energy that you're thinking about getting into, but just make sure it's not something that's going to wind you up and, you know, put you in jail or put you in a position where you are at a loss or where someone takes advantage of you. Okay. The Page of Wands talks also about, I feel like somebody's not listening to their intuition. Wands are spiritual, okay? Spiritual energy, all right? And with the Page of Wands, pages are messages or their children to me, anyway, okay? So there's a message that you're not listening to that you could be getting from your intuition. It could be telling you something and you're not hearing it. Or this is, you need to pay attention to your child. Something's going on with your child with the Page of Wands. Some of you could have a fire sign child, okay? It could be an Aries, for example. And maybe there's something going on with your child that you might need to have a sit down with them. Doesn't necessarily have to be an Aries. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to be an Aries. It doesn't even have to be a fire sign. It just could be your child is full of a lot of spirit, a lot of energy. They could be antsy and getting bored because of what's going on with COVID. And they could be getting themselves into situations that are not conducive to a positive outcome. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Let's talk about the next card here, which is the Lovers. This is the major arcana of Gemini. Here it is upright, in case you guys like the artistry, which I love, which is why I bought this deck. This is the Muse, M-U-S-E, the Muse Tarot. All right, but this is the Lovers energy here. So this is Gemini energy. So there is a major choice that you're going to have to make. It came out in reverse. So what I feel like is you got to make sure you don't make the wrong choice. You have some choices to make, or you may have made the wrong choice about something. If you have a choice to make, you need to pay attention to your intuition, which is the Page of Wands here. Pay attention to that so that you are aware of what's going on around you. It's one thing to deal with the facts and the logic. It's one thing to deal with your passions and your desires. But the other thing you need to deal with is your intuition. What is your intuition telling you? What is your gut telling you? Right? Some of you may have made some decisions in love in the past where, you know, you may have, I feel like for Sagittarius, what it is you guys, a lot of you are coming out of karmic marriages with the Sagittariuses that I've been reading for over the past year. So this could be what's going on here. Your partner, you need to be careful of. I'm not sure what the nature of the relationship is between you two now. But for a lot of you, you are going through separation, or you've gone through a separation, or you're in the midst of getting to the point where you're going to decide to separate. There's a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing. You could have a promiscuous partner as well with the Page of Wands, or you yourself could be promiscuous, which is why I was saying earlier, you know, you got somebody a little frisky, okay? And that could be dangerous to you. Sexually transmitted diseases, spiritually transmitted diseases, and also it could destroy your marriage or your relationship. All right, so for those of you who have already made the wrong decision and the universe is trying to get your attention here, this is very karmic in nature. All right, and this is why I feel like, because we got the World card over here too, so I know you're dealing with a karmic partner. So for a lot of you, this is your husband or your wife, if it's not your long-term boyfriend or girlfriend or someone you have children with. So if you decided to go back to them, is what I'm feeling here, you're making the wrong choice. If you're deciding to take them back, you're making the wrong choice. Is what I'm feeling here. With the World energy in reverse, the major arcana of the World, this is Saturn energy. This is an energy of someone not learning the lessons. Okay, this is an energy of, is one or two reasons you didn't learn the lessons. It's because you're being hard-headed and you're not listening to your, what? Intuition, or because there are more lessons that you have to learn in this karmic partnership before you let it go, and you haven't learned it yet. But this is showing up as a silent enemy. So no, there aren't any more lessons that you need to learn. It's just somebody's refusing to let go. It's either, we have the same song and dance almost every week, Sag. It's either you or your other partner, or your partner who's refusing to let go of this karmic connection. So for some of you, let's just get off of that because I get tired of talking about that every week. Let's just talk about in reference to travel. So some of you, you may be interested in traveling. Here's the World card upright. All right. Some of you may be interested in traveling, but you may have to hold off because of COVID, right? Because of what's going on with COVID, or maybe you're choosing to hold off. This is showing up in the silent enemies reading because maybe you're being stagnant. Maybe you should be moving forward. Maybe you should be traveling. Okay. We have the Page of Wands energy here in the world in reverse. Some of you may want to move, but you cannot yet. You may not be able to yet because you're still dealing with wrapping up, the situation with a divorce and or a partner is what I'm feeling here. But also I feel the energy of somebody. This is all about not learning lessons. The universe, you don't want Saturn fucking with you. All right, you really don't. Because Saturn will put you in a position. There's two planets you really don't want. Well, okay. I mean, all of them in excess. If you do them all in excess, they could kill you, right? But the ones that we worry about the most scary ones, I would say for me is Mars, because Mars is already a warrior and already just aggressive energy. So you got to be careful what sign it's in and what's going on. Also Pluto, because Pluto's all about death, okay, and rebirth. And so when Pluto comes around and Mars, man, look. And then we got Saturn. Saturn is about the time that you have here on this planet. So Saturn will wipe your ass out too. Okay, we'll transcend your ass real quick back to the creator, and then you'll have to come back down here and repeat this shit all over again. So Saturn is all about learning karmic lessons. Your goal here is to learn a lesson. You have a certain amount of time with Father Time, who is Saturn, to learn these lessons. If the universe feels like you are not learning these lessons or you're refusing, then they may decide to just say, all right, this person is not learning. They're not moving on. I'm going to continue to kick their ass until they're no longer here, in this physical realm, or, they decide to move on. Like Saturn is harsh as fuck. All right. It really is. Like, there's no going back when it comes to Saturn. Saturn rules the fact that, okay, you're no longer in the 10th grade, so you can no longer go to high school. What the hell do you look like going to high school at 30 years old, unless you are a teacher? You understand? So Saturn is like, okay, when I was a child, I did childish things. Now I'm adult. I do. Saturn is what tells you, okay, it's time to change up. You're too young now. You can't wear these pants. You can't wear this type of clothing anymore. It's time to change shit up. You can't frequent these bars anymore. You're no longer 20-something years old. You're 50. And if you don't own the bar, then you're looking crazy as hell going up in the bar. Now, some people still go up in the bar, but if it's not a bar with 50-year-olds in it, then and it's, 20 and 30-year-olds, then you're looking like a pervert. You know what I'm saying? Like Saturn will do that type of shit to you. And then, you got people who are looking at you suspect in the bar like, oh, look at this pervert. We should beat his ass. He's in here trying to check out, young women or, stuff like people you never know. Like Saturn will kick your ass. Okay. So be careful with not learning lessons. All right. And that's what I get for you guys. So travel issues for sure. With the Lover's energy in reverse, there's some type of choice that you made that wasn't kosher. Or you have a choice to make and you better make sure you make the right one because it's going to have a major effect on your life. And then we have the Page of Wands here about a new beginning, starting a new beginning. There could be something going on with you and your child, okay? Not listening to your intuition, jumping out there, messing with people without, investigating who they are and what they're about, okay? Being too free, all right? So this could be about your child too, running around with people maybe a little older than them or, in environments that they've never been in before and they don't know how to act or they're not sure how they should conduct themselves. Things that may put them in a position where, it could put them in a position where they could be in danger, but, you just need to talk to them and find out what's going on with them. I've been getting that a lot with a couple of signs, the children and what they've been going through. Because, you going through your own things as well. Don't think that your children don't pick up on the vibration and the fact that they're going through their own shit. So I wouldn't be too surprised if the children aren't showing up more in the readings now. And they have been with the silent enemies readings. I know they showed up with Cancer. And I forget who else. But yeah, the children are, suffering as well here. So, those energies are going to come through in the silent enemy reading if there's something going on that you need to address with your kid, okay? So that's what I got for you, Sag. I hope that you were able to get something out of this. If so, please click the like button. If you would like to share in the comments what you got out of it, the comments are designated to those who want to comment on how the reading resonates, whether it resonates with someone you know who's going through this, or maybe you're going through something similar to this. But feel free to share that information only in the comments. This is not a place for you to complain about you not liking the reading. I'm just going to block you and delete you. Like, the instructions are clear. All right. So with that being said, the link to the extended is in the box below. What I'm going to do in the extended, for those of you who are new, is I'm going to break down each of these cards. I'm going to do like 4 cards each for each of these to see what other messages Spirit has for you. Then I'm going to pull some divine timing cards. These are cards I designed that have specific time frames. Like the one that's down here says a day ago. All right, so different time frames just to see if it correlates with what you've been experiencing, especially if you resonate. Finally, what I'll do is I'll pull some wild animal or spiritual animal oracle cards to get you some advice from Spirit. So we're going to can it because, you know, the fire alarm's coming. The fire marshal's coming. Oh, it's going now. Okay. Fire signs. All right. Y'all are in the building. Okay. The fire trucks. So I'm gonna take that as a precursor to my exit. Now, thank you guys for checking out the video. Don't forget the extended. The link's in the box below. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you in the next reading. Peace out, Sag.